He emailed me, we negotiated a trade, and here's what he sent me. Hi, I'm Jeffrey, and this is Life with a Pipe. Today, we have a YABO. This is from Gary, Stilly Papa Bear, or just Papa Bear. So back on January 10th, Stilly Papa Bear, Gary, we all know him and love him as Papa Bear, released a video titled Burley Morning Bust. In that video, he shares his disappointment with the last few batches of Ken Byron Venters' Burley Morning Pipe. A link to that video is in the show notes. He starts explaining his dilemma with his formerly favorite blend at about 4 minutes and 30 seconds into that video. Anyway, in that video, he also talked about a few other blends he started to like. One of them is Dark Hollar, which is a special release that the Country Squire does every January. He got some in 2025 and has really been enjoying it. Now, I hate to see my pipe brothers have tobacco on hand that they can't enjoy. And since I also had some of the 2025 Dark Hollar, I commented on his video that he should email me if he'd like to trade my Dark Hollar and maybe some others if he was interested for his Burley Morning Pipe that he can no longer enjoy. He emailed me, we negotiated a trade, and here's what he sent me. I'm going to open this up. We'll take a look at what's inside. All right. So, first things first. We got Ken Byron Ventures, Burley Morning Pipe. This is 2025. Here is some of the 2023 that he loves. So, as you may know, if you've been following my channel over the years, I love doing side-by-side comparisons. And Gary was very generous to offer me some of the version that he loves so that I can compare it to the later versions and see if I can detect a difference. And I'm going to do my best to do that. Here's the 24, so we have 23, 24, and I'm seeing that they are dated with the months as well. And here's the 26. So we have the October 23. We have the September 24. We have the October 25. And this is the November 25, 26 release. And bro note. A note from my smoking lounge. This is great. Nice touch, Gary. I like this. Great little postcard style. Jeffrey, here you go. Hope you enjoy tasting these. Looking forward to your review. Yes, I'm looking forward to it as well. Thank you so much, Gary. I'm going to do my best to do this justice. I don't know that I've ever compared 4 tobaccos side by side. Maybe I have. But we're going to give this a good shot. Let's see. In the 2026, there's also a few other things here. Oh, cool. These are Burley Morning Pipe jar stickers. Four of them, one for each bag. Thank you so much, Gary. Those will be very handy when I jar these. Something I need to do more of is creating stickers. My typical MO right now is just tape. Nothing fancy, but this is a great touch. I love it. Okay, so now that I see what I have to work with, I'm going to pause this here. I'm going to set up a tasting and we're going to give this a shot. I may need to do more than one take of this, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so here's what I think we're going to do. I have 4 cobs, and the chambers on these are all fairly similar. At least these 3 are very similar in width and depth. This Cobbit Elf, though, is a bit deeper. So what I'm thinking is I will pack one of these pipes, and then I am going to weigh the amount of tobacco for each of these. So each pipe will have the exact same amount of tobacco. That way I'm not overpacking one of these pipes and making it more different than the others. So as I was setting this up, I noticed that all of these are unopened 2-ounce bags, except for the 2026. So Gary, wow, thank you so much. This was so generous of you. So we're going to open these fresh. I think we'll start with the 2023, work our way to the 2026, and we'll get these set up. So this is going to be my first smell of a fresh bag of Early Morning Pipe. I've never smelled Early Morning Pipe. Oh, wow. You can see that. It's beautiful. Okay, so this is very interesting. There's a chocolatey tone to it, but there's also a very bright sourness. Oh man. So this actually reminds me of a breakfast yogurt concoction that my wife makes. She uses plain Greek yogurt and we add chocolate protein powder. That's what this smells like. That is so funny. Just that sour tone from the yogurt is very obvious with this. Whew. It smells good though. Okay, enough sniffing. Let's get to packing. So I'm going to pack this pipe first, and then I'll dump it out, weigh it, and we'll go from there. All right. So I think that's going to be a very decent pack on that. All right, I may have overpacked a little bit, so I am going to take some of that away. 2.3 grams. Let's just do 2 grams even. There we go. 2 grams even. And we'll do that for each 4 of these. All right, so that is the 2023. All right, let's smell this, see if we can tell any difference. Okay, so this is less bright smelling, more cocoa, less Greek yogurt. Still smells wonderful though, but it is different. Let's go with this legend here. Since I know exactly how much I'm going to do, I'm just going to measure that out. The cut on this is a little different as well. This is a thinner ribbon cut than what the 2023 was. Maybe the camera will pick that up. All right, there's the 2024. Now I'm wiping this out in another bowl off camera just to make sure we're not mixing anything here. $20.25. Okay, this one is even less bright than the 2024. Less Greek yogurt smell. Chocolatey though still. It smells very nice. I can see why people like this blend. I'm excited to try it. Sorry, getting ahead of myself there. Let's measure out a little bit. So again, the cut on this is very similar to the 2024. All right, here's the 2026. If I recall from Gary's video, he mentioned that Ken Byron said that this batch was going back to a much earlier recipe. Okay, so this is going back to the more bright yogurty smell of this one, but the cut is very different. This is much more of a rough cut rather than a shag. And it is more moist than the others. Much rougher cut. Not ribbons like the 24, 25 were. Okay, so this is a deeper bowl, and this is a bit more moist. Like there's a lot more stuff on my fingers after handling this one. All right, good enough. So again, this one's not filled all the way to the top. It is a deeper bowl than the others. Not a whole lot deeper, actually. It looks deeper, but in reality, it's only slightly deeper. Okay, let's turn the camera around and we'll light these up and see what we can find out. All right, here we go. So let's cleanse the palate. It's a medium roast black coffee per the usual. And we're going to start with the version that doesn't bother Gary. That was the October 2023 batch. This is the last version that he finds smokable. It doesn't burn his mouth like the others have. So let's light this up and get a baseline, understand what we're dealing with, and we'll go through these and we'll figure out the best method of getting through this together. Char light. True light. Very smooth. There are no rough edges on this. It is very pleasant. Retro hell is smooth. I'm not really getting chocolate or anything. anything super pronounced. There's a nice sweetness that's present, not in your face, but it's there. I really don't have a whole lot of words to put to this, unfortunately. Well, I'm going to set this down, and we're going to go to the 2024 and see if we can detect a difference here. Here's the 2024 in the Legend with the orange plastic stem. Charlight. True Light. Okay, so this one is definitely brighter. The Virginia is more present in this, whereas the other one was very earthy, burly, really quite nondescript, as you might recall. But this is definitely more Virginia. The tone is just brighter with this. Yellow Virginias. The original one may have some sort of yellow Virginia in it, but again, we're dealing with natural products here that are grown in different places, different soils, different treatment from whoever's growing it. And whoever he started sourcing from is clearly creating a different product. Even though it may be classified the same, it doesn't bring the same thing to the blend. Yeah, so still very burly forward, but this is brighter. The Virginia is more present in this. I'm surprised I'm not picking up more from it. Definitely more Virginia on the retrohale. Okay, let's put this down. We're going to go to the 2025. Clear the palette. Okay, so we have a Cobbett Shire here. I love the Cobbett Shire series. I need to pick myself up a Wizard And they now have one called the Warlock, which is a rough wizard. And the stem is styled a bit differently, colored a little differently. So the regular Cobbett series has the plastered cob, whereas the Warlock would be a naked cob, so to speak. So let's give this a shot. Char light. True light. Okay, so this one is less bright than the 2024. But definitely more Virginia present than in the 2023. Just it's a yellower, perhaps less mature Virginia leaf. I'm thinking what I might do with each of these as well is pressing them for 7 to 10, maybe 14 days. And see if that helps these potentially younger Virginias mature perceptibly. And if I feel there's a difference with the pressing, I might send some of those, I'll send those back to Gary and see if he can notice any different with a pressed and rubbed out version of this. I think KBV had to go out, find a new supplier, and what they were supplying was a younger product. Even though, again, classified the same, on paper it would be a replacement in the recipe, but the product itself had not gone through the same treatment or aging as whatever stock he had previously been using, probably would be my guess. Yeah, this one, wow, that was very bright. That was a lot of Virginia. Definitely still Burley forward, don't get me wrong. This is Burley Morning Pipe after all, but just that I can feel it up here in the tops of my sinuses. Just, it's brighter. I don't know how else to say it or describe it. Okay, so that was the October 2025. Let's pull out the Elf Cobbett. Charlight. Right off the bat, this one is sizzling in a way that the others did not. And this one was stickier on my fingers. True light. Okay. Definitely different again. A topping is more present here. Wow, yeah, this one's quite different. in that there's a presence. Again, all of these are fairly nondescript in flavor. I wasn't expecting that. The treatment on this one, though, is definitely different. I think Gary had mentioned that they were going back to the original recipe from like the early to mid 2010s. So this one isn't hitting me so high in the sinuses. It is smoother. There is a flavor presence that I'm struggling to put my finger on. I wouldn't call it chocolate. I cannot put my finger on it right now, and it's apparent that I'm going to need to spend some more time with these to kind of tease out what's going on here. Initial verdict, they are all different, Gary. You're not going crazy. Don't worry. Don't worry there. There's a different something going on with each of these. So I'm going to spend more time with these. That will not be included in this video. I will follow this video up eventually with some additional insights. I will probably go ahead and start some pressings of these, and we'll revisit this in a week or two probably. Sorry to leave you hanging. Anyway, remember, life with a pipe is better than without. Bye for now.